Service.
Yep, how can I help you?
Partners.
Are Harbor Freight jack stands really that dangerous? Logic Farm just did a test to see whether or not cheap jack stands like Harbor Freight ones are more dangerous than expensive jack stands. The price of the jack stands he tested ranges from $41 a set, which would be the Harbor Freight, all the way up to $241 a set, which would be the brand US Jack. For the first test, he tested the side-to-side stability. To test the side-to-side stability, he put a vehicle on each set of jack stands and tested to see how much force it took to knock the vehicle off the jack stand. The Harbor Freight brand Daytona only took 161 pounds of force to knock the vehicle off the jack stands, which was second to worst, with Heimwermer being the worst at only 127 pounds. The best performing jack stand in the side-to-side stability test was US Jacks at 231 pounds, and the Pittsburgh jack stand fell somewhere in the middle. He tests each jack stand to see how much weight it could really handle. He does this by putting each jack stand on the hydraulic press and seeing how many pounds of force it takes to break the jack stand. The Pittsburgh jack stand took only 9,400 pounds of force to break, which is second to worst, and the worst being the Apex Extreme at only 9,250 pounds. The Daytona jack stand, which is also a Harbor Freight brand, failed at 11,000 pounds. The best performer of the bunch was the Husky branded jack stand from Home Depot, failing at 17,840 pounds. The final test was another stability test to see how much forward force it would take to knock a vehicle off each jack stand. The Apex Extreme performed the worst at only 99 pounds of force to knock the vehicle off the jack stand. The Pittsburgh and Daytona performed in the middle of the road, the Pittsburgh at 249 pounds of force and the Daytona at 253 pounds of force. The best performer was once again the US Jacks at 321 pounds of force. In conclusion, we could say that cheap jack stands like a jack stand from Harbor Freight is definitely more dangerous than a more expensive jack stand like a